for your life. You got another thing coming.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the VSR-10 trigger mechanism and the mod that I did to it. So basically, if the mod goes well, you shouldn't really notice anything about the rifle, and it should work just as it did before the mod, if it was working properly. And it was a great mod that I think I would do to every single screw that I am putting into any sort of aluminum or pot metal that I have enough area on the opposite side to screw it in with a nut. Basically what I did, instead of screwing the actual trigger mechanism into the upper receiver of the rifle, I put the screws through the upper receiver into the trigger mechanism, then put nuts on the bottom of the trigger mechanism. And by doing that, you're putting the all the pull on the nut and the screw instead of putting it on the actual pot metal and the nut, or the screw. So the pot metal can't take a lot of force and eventually will strip, while the steel screws can take a lot more force and will not strip as much, or maybe not strip at all. So that's what I did, and that was a really good choice for this, because I have stripped those two screws out probably 3 times, and I've had to size up each time. And so that was a very big problem, and I wanted to stop doing that, and by doing this, I never have to worry about it again. And so here's basically how I did it. If it works properly, you shouldn't really notice any difference.
Alright, the two places we'll be working with is right here and here. What I'm going to essentially be doing is putting one of these long screws, which are actually different than the VSR-10 ones. I just got these. I'm going to be putting them reversed, so going downward through the body, through this, and then putting a nut on the other side. See, the problem is these are almost directly in contact with the piston, so you have to make a little space for them. Almost good. I'm just trying to get very little material to be taken off. So I can just get these to seat. It looks like it should be fine. It's almost flush. Nope, no scraping. Alright. Then essentially you put your trigger box onto that, and I actually had to get really long screws because it's a really thick trigger box. So obviously these are a lot thinner. So like you could have a lot smaller, a lot shorter screws, but in my case, I'm gonna have to be using this one. It's just like that. I'll drop that on there. And this one actually, so what's funny is this one hits the side, so I actually have to tighten it from the top. But essentially, that is my newest mod that I'm doing to it. So I hope this helps someone out there. And good luck.
And so here's me shooting the rifle, just showing you that there's no real difference between then and now, and it's working properly and working fine. Now in the end, I know a lot of people don't actually have their trigger receivers removed from the rifle. I'm not really sure why mine did, but it seemed to just slowly strip every few years. It would strip out. So then I made this mod, and it hasn't had any problems, and I recommend this highly to anybody who just wants to reinforce their rifle in any way, shape, or form. So really good choice for anybody who has a little bit of ingenuity and can get into the workings of the gun very easily and then make this mod happen. So I hope this mod helped someone out, and I hope you guys found it very interesting. And so stay tuned for some gameplay footage of this. Definitely going to have a lot more sniper scope cam shots of this in action, so that'll be very cool. And so if you have any more problems or any questions or any other problems with one of these rifles or any other rifle, please send them to me. I'll try to help you out, and I'll try to figure out another innovative way to solve a problem that happens a lot of times on these. So go ahead and send me something, and I'll see what I can do. And other than that, please like and subscribe. It helps me stay motivated. And stay tuned for some videos of this and other modifications. And so get out there and play hard, play honorably, and don't forget to have fun. It's very important. And so this is Hero signing off.